Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hitman 3, where things are going to get a little weird, I think, in the plot here. Like, it's very difficult to understand the scope of the impact that the thing we did in China is going to have, and I have no idea how much they're going to get into it. I'm actually really curious to see exactly where they're taking this story, because it turns out I care about the plot in the Hitman game.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
And really, that's probably for the best for everyone. This map is really reminding me of, just like the background image here, it's really reminding me of the first mission from one of the older Hitman. I can't remember exactly which one it was. Maybe Hitman 2 or 3, like one of the early ones. Anyway, we're infiltrating. We're going to have to wear this black and white tux. So, I mean, obviously, I feel like this is a pretty good fit for our deal. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how fashion works. Should our accessories be the color of the bow tie or the color of the... Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I don't actually care that much. And then we're gonna offset it with a black briefcase, though. Obviously, we got a whole aesthetic. You can't have a briefcase with a tuxedo. What the hell are rich people doing? All right, then what else do we want to smuggle in? I have to imagine bringing your own refreshments is pretty gauche, right? So for the same reason, we probably should not bring this fish. I mean, look, maybe the smart play is to bring a lockpick. Maybe I should learn a thing and actually bring some lockpicks with us. And then, what do you think? I mean, Napoleon is all dressed up already. Okay, and I'm assuming I'm not allowed to... yeah, we don't have any smuggle stuff unlocked yet. Okay, well then I guess let's just do it. Let's just go have a conversation with Diana in a public place. I can't see how that could possibly go sideways. Right under the nose of someone who is better at surveillance than anyone else on the planet, it sounds like. Listen, we'll figure it out. 47 always figures it out. Sometimes he has to kill a couple dozen people. But, you know, after that, the figuring happens.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games.
Okay, at first I thought she was talking about me. I mean, that's her right there. Am I really just gonna... I guess the idea is nobody knows who I am, so it's not even like a weird thing for me to... Boy, it seems like a profoundly bad idea, though.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates, That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Again, Tamara saw me walk up to you. She was 3 feet away during significant... whatever. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Listen, what is a plot, anyway? I ask you.
Oh my gosh, be careful. The ground's super loose here. If we fall, we're going to seem like such idiots.
We won't fall. We just need to get the...
Resisting the urge to go over there and push that lady.
Bien, okay. 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and the most controversial companies in the United States.
First of all, yoink.
Founded in the greed is good downtown era of the mid-1980s.
No, I'm not sneaking. I'm trying to stay out of her eye line. Look at this. See? Professionalism. I wasn't even in your... Big babies.
Mr. Yates, don't let him. It's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as quickly as I could. Yes, sir, I have the files. Sorry it took so long, but I had to access our remote server to print everything, and I couldn't get my VPN to... Right. Sorry, sir. I'll be right inside.
There is zero chance that that dude knows what a VPN is. He doesn't even know how to hold a glass. I mean, this guy looks so comically like 47. I mean, right? Like we just do it right here. This is maybe not like 100%. I should have waited for him to walk a little deeper. We're just gonna take him over into these. That's stealthy, right? There's so many people everywhere. And look at that. I got my briefcase anyway. Now what is this? The junior partner's documents from the archives of Morgan, Yates & Cohn. Information requested by Don Yates appears to be detailed files on the deaths of multiple high-profile clients. Words is hard. Providence operatives, former target... Yeah, okay, so it's probably like mostly stuff that I did. Well. So, I'm just gonna jam my gun in there real fast. Hold on a second. Let me be over here when I do that. And hopefully nobody will decide to look in my briefcase if they frisk us. How do I... Wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Put down briefcase. Pick up gun. Conceal item, gun. There we go. Okay. I don't know if that's actually going to get us past any security checkpoints or anything. I think when they frisk you, they do look in your briefcase. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I probably put it under some papers or whatever. So, does anyone else feel like this feels like a setup? The thing with, like, with what's-her-name being right there while I was talking to Diana, and then we walk in, and there's this guy who just looks exactly like me, and he walks into the only secluded place in the area, and... Right? It feels like a honeypot set up specifically to capture 47s.
Yo, what's up?
Maybe I'm just being paranoid. So the subtitles are incredibly annoying. But, yeah, they're going to look in my briefcase. I'm not allowed to take my gun inside. So I'm just going to run over here and relieve myself real quick. That's what I've decided. And we're just going to, yeah, we're going to go inside. So, retrieve item, dispose of item. Nope, that's the opposite of... I put it back in my backpack. In my backpack? In my shirt, I guess? I wonder if I'm allowed to put Napoleon in the briefcase.
I'm gonna need to frisk you if you want.
And then, like, hold on to the detonator, and just have him blow up in a very non-conspicuous way later. Yeah, they look inside. But not like very much.
Okay, everything seems to be in order here.
It feels like it should be quite easy. It feels like it should be quite easy to get a gun past a guy if he's only going to look in your briefcase that much and not move any of the objects in the briefcase, right? I don't know. Very strange stuff. So, let's just have a look around here. I mean, obviously we could become a guard. We could steal a guard outfit. Although, I'm not seeing a lot of bald Caucasian guards, so I think I might be a little suspicious. But I think we're allowed to just, like, this guy was going to meet with Yates, right? This shouldn't be a big deal.
Aaron Ford Jr. Don Yates is expecting me.
Okay, right this way, Mr. Ford.
Again, this is going so smoothly, and it's been so straightforward so far, that it really feels like a trick. And I am maybe more on edge now than I have ever been during a game of Hitman.
Why would Mr. Yates waste his time on a bunch of low-level bureaucrats?
Just trying to keep an eye out for opportunities to grab stuff.
It's a gift.
Alright, 47, control yourself. So that's a cannon. We could probably do some fun stuff with that.
You can set up your shop in here. Mr. Yates will be right with you.
That Mr. Yates, the one who just left the room? I mean, okay, that's fine. When you say set up my shop, do you mean knock your ass out and throw you in this thing? Okay, quickly, take his gun and then... Am I allowed to put it in here? I am, somehow. Okay, that'll be useful for later, potentially. Howdy, how you doing? I considered dropping him as well. Oh, look at this. Look at this fancy pen setup he has right here. I mean, again, it's too easy. Why is it like this? Free violin. Can I... Yep, okay, just jam that violin underneath my shirt, I guess. So, yeah, I mean... Right? This seems too easy. This all seems too easy. Is he not gonna... I mean, like, I'm wondering if I should hide? He's gonna expect to have words with this dude, right? But maybe I should hide and just let him walk over to the research by himself? I'm gonna assume I'm not really allowed to be outside of here. You know what? While I have a moment, I may as well open up this. But, like, if I step out here, I'm trespassing, right? No. Remarkably, no. Subtitles are pretending that we can hear this conversation that's happening above us. So we'll just keep an eye on where Yates is going inside the house, but I guess we may as well look around, right? I decided I wanted to be back inside. What did I had a... Oh, the fireplace poker, right. Is there any fun stuff for me to steal while I'm here?
They are fast-lane people. Cosmopolitans.
Is anybody allowed to take this fruit? I'm just gonna...
China before that.
Just gonna fill my briefcase with fruits, if you don't mind.
She suggested well enough. The vineyard is...
I'm sure she wasn't drinking that.
But Mr. Yates, the man is like a...
I am not allowed to take the muffin. That would be over the line. That's where it becomes rude. Take this. Okay, just a meaty bone. I'll take that. Why not?
And suddenly he was just there, sitting in a corner.
They were remarkably chill about me walking away with this frying pan. This is not mine. Am I allowed to go up here and meet with Mr. Yates, or do I need to wait for him? What are the rules here? Guys, he's really giving me a look, but he's not giving me a lot of verbal indications. Are we cool?
I'm feeling very vulnerable today, so can you,
Okay, yep,
back
sorry,
off?
that's my bad. I'll just go back downstairs. He is coming. I'll just wait in here with my pan. I'm gonna stash my pan behind the bed here. Is he gonna come down and investigate the papers? It's really weird that he was in here when we came in here, like it was time to have our meeting, and then he just walked out. I thought for sure that the meeting was going to happen. Do I need to go up to him and, like, talk to him? Tell him I am ready to meet?
Mr.
Yes.
Yates, I have your files right here.
About time. You can set up shop in the ground floor guest room. I'll be right with you.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I've set up... I feel like shop is as set up as it's getting. I even had time to decorate a little bit. Don't bring your bodyguards in here, because we're going to talk about illegal business work. You don't want anybody else knowing this stuff. Oh, nope, the guards are coming in. That's not great. No, he's just walking through.
All right. You're on the clock, Aaron. Dazzle me. What do we got on Burnwood?
She's an orphan. Parents killed by one of our clients, Blue Seed Pharmaceuticals. The experience taught her to seek justice outside the system. Would you like me to go through her records? They're quite extensive.
Well, somebody did their homework. No, just her involvement in the 1% killings. Starting with our clients. Details, please. The gorier, the better.
Well, here's one that might interest you. Janus, a retired KGB spy master, is eliminated in his adopted hometown of Whittleton Creek, Vermont, along with his bodyguard.
Hold on, let's listen to the dialogue first.
The methods in question are quite ingenious. Just take a look here.
No, that was the moment. Just take a look here is the moment, right? I'm sure there was lots more fun dialogue, but like I couldn't let the opportunity for wordplay slip by. So we're just gonna stash that right quick. And now they'll blame this guy for it. Again, it just seems... I don't like it. I don't like it. Alright, well, I guess let's go and do not murder Diana. That's my number one goal for the rest of the mission. So how exactly do I access the rest of the party? This is like... dangerous cliff path. Okay. This place feels like a theme park, right? This is some like Walt Disney ass. You're gonna walk down a thing and it's gonna have a rickety looking sign and there's gonna be guardrails everywhere and you're gonna be perfectly safe the whole time. But somebody spent a lot of time trying to make you feel like it could. I don't like it. I don't trust it. All of it's very suspicious and I'm real nervous. So that looks like it goes back toward the rest of the party. If I climb down, I'm not going to be allowed to carry my briefcase full of murder. I'm hoping that I will not need the gun that we stashed. Oh. What on earth is this? Yeah, blend in. It's just extremely natural what's happening right here. I've never seen anything that looked more like blending in. Okay, a propane flask. Good to know. Should I... Nobody thinks it's weird for me to carry this around, right? This is just opportunity. Alright, we are laden with opportunity. Positively gravid with the ability to cause problems. So what is this? Secret underground tunnels? Huh. Well, I suspect that I don't need to be down here. You know, I bet this is like his panic escape tunnel stuff, right? Like if we were to have caused a disturbance, I bet Yates would try to escape via the tunnel, and we could catch him down there. And yeah, there's probably all kinds of opportunities that we don't really need to care about. Well, okay. Cool. Let's go to a party. That is not a thing. That's not a thing you can walk up. Who would build a decorative side of the building that basically looks like a staircase? My dude, are you okay? Friend here seems to be having some problems. Am I allowed to Heimlich him? No. I could really smash his ass, but it doesn't feel necessary. Seems like a real mean thing to do. So, will our target, like, recognize me? You would think she might, right? Given that, like, intel is her whole deal. What does this say? Open your phone to do something. Alright, well.
Perdón, señor.
I'll pick it up in a second. Hold on, I only have so many hands.
Something.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. Prestigious winery. It's become a household name in American collector's market. That's not even information. That's like, first of all, it's garbage, and secondly, it's garbage we already knew.
From our state-of-the-art winemaking facility to our carefully nurtured grape stuff, hand-picked with loving care by the local experts.
I mean, I'll say this. It's impressive. Everything in this game, really, has been very visually impressive so far.
You'd think there was some kind of fail-safe mechanism or early warning system in place. Yeah, you would, but you'd be wrong. If the pumps malfunction, the tanks overflow, that pretty much sums it up. So, pay attention to that pump flow. They're in the market for an extra orifice. Lightning never strikes twice.
Let me ask you this. Who wouldn't take an extra orifice? If you were offered... Come on, be honest. If you were offered an extra orifice, if somebody came up to you and they were like, hey, listen to what I could do for you, you'd be like, hell yeah. Security room. Okay, well, I'm going to have to delete the security recordings now. Do you mind? Just walking into cameras like I've never done this before. It's very embarrassing. So she's gone upstairs? That's an up? Yeah, she's gone up. I feel like the little arrow on the actual map is too small for human eyes. What is this? This is the toilets. I would like to visit the toilets. Yo, Jimmy Spitz is here. Weird. I mean... That did more damage to the propane flask than I was expecting. You know what? We're alone in here. My big problem is I don't want to be counted as having been seen. And if we hit that guy from behind while he's looking in the mirror, I'm worried that it would, in fact, do that. So we're just gonna drag him in here, and hopefully that's never gonna explode. I think it would be better if I were this dude. I have some real feelings about this thing. I'm allowed to pick it up and just carry it around. Oof, I don't know, man. So, security key card.
Sir.
Is that guy just going to the bathroom, then walking back out here, looking at the sink, and then walking back into the bathroom immediately? Well, I mean, whatever. To each his own. I'm not here to kink shame. So... This is the door that was labeled security office. And this is the security office. Hey, how's it going? Obviously, there's a lot of important stuff that we can fiddle with here. So we can mess with a bunch of stuff in this computer terminal. Where is the security footage machine? Here it is. I'm just going for it. Who dares wins? Nobody noticed that. You saw nothing. Okay. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, guy who arrived immediately after I finished the suspicious thing I was doing? So, we can ventilate the barrel room, we can mess with the temperature controls. There is definitely a way in here to do what we overheard those guys talking about and cause problems. Overload the pumps, cause an overflow, and then presumably you know, we could have the target drown in a thing. Oh, really? Interesting. Why does my key card open that door if I'm not allowed to be in here? Also, that seems very dangerous right there. The thing is, this is just going to connect us back to the villa, right? I don't actually want to be in there. It is super weird, though. If the bodyguard's not allowed to be in there, his security keycard probably shouldn't open the door. Alright, let's have a look around upstairs. Alright, something big enough to hide a body in case, you know, there should be some reason to do such a thing. Apparently there's a challenge for wine collecting. I guess that makes sense. Conspicuous grating. Staff only and locked from the other side.
I'm really starting to get hungry.
I take it Edwards told you to chaperone me.
This is just extremely classy.
Justice earned. Until Edwards is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I will be his eyes and ears.
I meant why you?
I suppose I'm more perceptive than most.
You're also very loyal. My guess is
I'm
Edward's
security
decision to
guarding.
make me a herald is not too popular with the other heralds.
We were at war about 5 minutes ago. Some people are funny like that.
But not you.
I admire the craft, the audacity. Everyone said Providence was untouchable and along you came. Way I see it, you did us a service.
That's cold. I like you more already.
Touché.
You know, one thing we could do, and I'm not going to pretend this is plan A, but one thing we could do is publicly knock out Diana and then execute Tamara. And that would make it look like she's definitely not involved in any kind of shenanigans, right? Okay, we're just over here, and these guys talking about how they don't have the torch for the thing. That I'm less concerned about. My suspicion is... it's just hard to imagine that having any effect on this situation, right? We do need to find some way to separate these two. How are we going to draw Vidal off? We could, of course, just, like, shoot her from a distance. Unfortunately, the only gun I have is quite a loud one. I still can't shake the feeling that this all feels like it was set up to have me do the thing that I do, and I know that, like, it like, literally was, but also, I don't know. Is that we're cool? I mean, this is just the villa again. What am I doing? I just like looking around, you know? Yeah, like, I know, like, literally this is a Hitman level that I was designed to do Hitman stuff in. But even in fiction, it feels weird.
What are we doing here, Dexy?
Monumental
Dexy?
Records are longtime
That's
clients
Dexy
of
Barrett.
Yates and Co. I thought we'd come show John our support.
He's a blood-sucking leech. He's like evil incarnate.
A free bar is a free bar, Heidi.
How is any of this relevant to our promotional tour?
The class always had a strong following in Buenos Aires. You and Quentin have a 52% recognition rate. That's impressive in a fragmented post-monocultural market. Especially since Jordan was always the front man.
We're not the class, Dexy. We're
Ah, yes,
and
poor
formerly
Jordan.
known as the class.
Hola,
It's Jordan Cross.
soldado.
That's the reality, Heidi.
Okay. Lady, I do not have time right now. It's not that I'm not interested, I'm just working. So I need to go back inside, it looks like. Yeah, poor Jordan Cross. It's a real tragedy what happened to him. Oh, she just comes inside the security office.
No suspicious activity. Unless you count the pina coladas.
I mean, it feels like we should do something more dramatic than poisoning this mate. But, like, she's right here. I guess I don't have a silenced gun. Uh-oh, what?
Our background check, Reaper is a corporate liquidator based in the city of London.
no registered place of residence.
Interesting. Keep digging.
I am concerned about that. Tamara Vidal is highly perceptive and seems suspicious of Tobias Reaper. So if you're not familiar with the other games, you might not know that is an alias that 47 frequently uses in a variety of situations because he just fucking cannot help himself. She clearly questions whether Diana is playing both sides, and it won't take much digging for her to realize that Reaper is a cover identity for, me. All the time me. But perhaps her suspicious nature can be used against her. That would be a poetic way to do it. Part of me wants to just shoot her right now. Right? We could take a room full of armed men. But that does lack the sort of irony that I often want to go for.
Fine by me.
It's not. I find myself in these situations all the time. Just, I don't know. How am I gonna tell my dad that I?
Sorry.
Occupational hazard.
Difficult.
Burnwood?
You know, we live.
Interesting.
We live here, and
Okay, so we could just create a trap here. I could just create an electric. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if we created a water puddle and then created an electricity problem. We'd have to be pretty careful not to murder Diana. But we could unplug it. I don't have a screwdriver, right? Yeah. So with a screwdriver, we could strip the wire, we could puncture this thing, and then we could unplug it and just wait and plug it in right as Vidal walks across it. That's not horrible. It's not great, but let's see what's down here. Let's keep looking for opportunities.
Sweet. How do you operate it? I'm a bit of a grease monkey in my spare time.
Not my area, friend. The control terminal is up in the security room if you want to take a look. Just don't touch it. One of the guards placed a smoked BLT sandwich near the ventilation filter. The whole facility smelled of bacon for a week, and Mrs. Yates is a vegan. He does not work here anymore.
Thanks.
This guy is so quiet. Okay, so there's a ventilation system. We could mess... We saw this terminal that they're talking about. We could mess with the temperature and stuff inside the barrel room. But aha, thank you. But is that gonna draw her attention? Oh, a fuse, nice. We could sell this on the black market for millions. Is that gonna be enough to draw her attention, though? Or are we going to, we're gonna need to make sure she finds out somehow, aren't we? Maybe they'll call her if things go wrong. Okay, that's cool. A toolbox. Oh, wrench. Wrench is a good one. I don't want to sound uncultured or anything, but this feels like a lot of grapes to me. It's just can it possibly require this many grapes? There's so many drinks to poison. Oh, these guys are just drowning in fuses. This is like in Fallout 2, when you get into the Vault City vault and you find just the boxes full of water chips. Well, I mean, okay. That sure does look like a thing to interact with. What if we made wine out of her? That has the poetry.
Might want to keep an eye on the pump.
Why is that?
Because last time the damn thing malfunctioned, the fermentation tank spilled. I guess we had to pitch in with a mop and broom. Yeah, we weren't doing much anyway.
Huh. Sounds pretty, over the top.
Yeah, a lot of the conversations in this level occur at a much lower volume than I'm expecting. Okay, so I guess let's go just fiddle with the computer in the security office. Let's bust stuff up and see exactly what happens. I don't feel confident that I know precisely what will occur when we do that, but it's worth trying. What is down here? There's definitely something to scan with our camera. Is it underneath? I guess let's So we'll just find out. Oh, it is in fact. Where does this go? Huh. Okay, so we found a back way into the wine fridge. I don't feel like I really want to be in the wine fridge, honestly. Oh, right, I dropped my very fine briefcase. I guess we could just leave it here. I'm gonna have to, the thing is, now to get it out of here, I'm gonna have to throw it up there, and it's gonna be a whole thing. People are gonna react to its presence, and... Nope, never mind. Okay, well. Turning the tap will set people off. I mean, we just saw a guy operate this door, and nobody seemed to think it was weird for him to do it. Okay, this goes into the Bond villain area. Again, I suspect we don't actually need to be back here. Yeah, let's just go back to the security office. I'm spending a lot of time running around. Oh. Cabernet Sauvignon. That's another one of the 3 wines that I know the name of. Yeah, let's just go back and screw with things and see what happens. She seems to be very uptight, and it's very important to her that all of the facility stuff is going well, so... Maybe small changes in conditions will be enough to draw her away to shout at people, or... That's a classic Hitman move. You get a terrible boss to get mad at their employees and then murder them. And you feel very morally justified in the moment. Because, like, not only are they evil, but they're also being a dick. I'm going to say... Ventilate that barrel room. Well, actually, we probably need to we would probably want to put something in the system before doing this, right? Let's mess with the temperature controls. So that's got one of the guys in the wine fridge doing something. But I mean, we're quite a ways away from the wine fridge, right? So now there's a guy, he's doing something like way over in that area that we were just in that I don't really know that we have a lot of ways to interact with. Like, he's all the way, yeah, Unclear. Unclear to me what exactly the opportunity is there. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy. So he's going to come all the way up here and yell at us, maybe, about the temperatures? Or he's going to do the thing himself. And then we're going to have the opportunity to follow him and steal his outfit in the tunnels. Okay, I mean, that's something, right? I'm sure his outfit will have uses, potentially. That is pretty weird. This guy has, like, the air temperature equivalent of perfect pitch. Well, shit. I'm gonna, just disappear for a minute here. What a moment. What a moment for her to walk through that doorway, huh? Okay, I need, first of all, to hide, and secondly, some different clothes. And you gentlemen may be about to help me out with that. We can drop down here if we need to. I mean, honestly, all we have to do is get them to back off that hallway for a second, and we can just steal that guy's outfit. right? Because he's allowed to be back here in this area. It seems like a useful one. So much for Silent Assassin, huh? Yep, I'm just here to do wine things. Just whining. Okay. Well, a little bit of clumsiness here and there. So, we have the option to poison the ventilation system. What do I have the option to poison it with? What do I have? Oh, I could just pour rat poison into the... What effect would that have? Rat poison is not designed to be taken... Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's not 100% clear to me exactly what that would do, like exactly what areas are controlled by that system. So our target has gone into lockdown. I'm assuming that that's a temporary state. Usually the way this works is they go into lockdown for a little while. They have a designated area where they...
Sir, I present to you...
Interesting.
The 1945 Grand Paladin.
Huh. Somehow I thought it'd be bigger. Come on, Flowers. Guests are waiting.
Oh, did I do it? I have entered into a story. Well, he said come on. Alright. I guess let's do whatever it is he wants me to do, and we'll see where this takes us. But I mean, that guy's the head of security. I definitely want to be that dude, right? I should have just jumped him on the stairs. But he had a talk to prompt. It's very unusual. So as long as we're with this guy, we're cool, right? I guess he's gonna take me into some kind of deep area here, and then we're gonna jump him there.
Go on, get yourself patted down. We're still on alert from all those big shot CEOs getting offed.
Do I have anything that I should... I think... Oh, yeah, I have this. Okay. Go ahead and get yourself patted down. Excuse me 1 second. I'm just gonna, drop my briefcase and not go so close to this thing. And also, I'm just gonna drop this gun on the ground. Nobody sees me drop it. It'll just be a gun someone found on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, hey, bro. You wanna pass? I check your pockets. That's not up for discussion.
It's okay, I'm standing right here. Just do it.
You're not making my life easy here.
I'm sure nobody will be able to connect all those guns at the bottom of the stairs to me having just walked up those stairs in the presence of the head of security. Nobody would believe that
here's the deal,
a vintner could be that
Boss
audacious.
is having a powwow with some employees, and discretion is the name of the game. I'm sure you figured that out already, you being a scholar and all.
Yes, I am definitely that.
Disclose, or hell, even contemplate what goes down. Just set your mind to wool-gathering mode. You think you can do that for me, Flowers?
Worry not, Mr. Cortazar. I'm the very soul of discretion.
Good man.
At least I endeavor to be.
Can you come out? Stop playing. I don't like it.
I don't know what that guy's upset about, but I feel like it's probably my fault.
They're already at it. Go on, place the wine on the table. I'll pour it.
Decant.
Pardon me, Your Majesty.
Okay, so if we had some of that good poison, we could have poisoned a wine and yeah, okay. Cabernet Sauvignon, non-lethal. I don't have the thing that 47 claimed I have. Well, I did. That's not my fault. Oh god, we've gotten ourselves into a pickle now. I probably shouldn't be able to tell that guy that I have the Grand Paladin if I don't actually have it.
Flowers.
I wonder if we encountered a bug there. Yeah, okay, hold on, just chill for a second here. I'm looking around for a bottle that makes sense. And then he fled into the night. Yeah, I have some wine. You can tell me this guy can tell the difference? I don't believe this guy can tell the difference.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man? Place the damn bottle.
I'm gonna run for it. I'm gonna make a run for it. We're in a place that we should not be. Okay, that's just some more of this. That's the wrong line. I'm gonna open a lot of doors here. I'm gonna just create opportunities, and we'll figure stuff out later. We'll figure out how to get this bottle later. Okay, that's got to be good, right? We have been on the other side of this door several times already. That's not the Grand Paladin. Boy. I really feel like 47 kind of screwed us on this one. Pretending to have rare wines. Is the head of security... He's not alone in that room, right? Because we could partially resolve this problem. No, there's like a bunch of guys in here. I cannot resolve this problem by just jumping him. He is definitely just waiting for me to reemerge. Shoot. Here's the thing. I don't know if he's just going to stand there and hiss at us about the bottle forever, or if, like, after enough time, this is going to become, like, a problem, a mechanical issue where he kills me. But I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous about that ladder thing happening. So this is a keypad for a safe or something. This is a door we just came through. I'm just looking for any other stuff we could gather, any other doors we could open here. Okay, if I were a very rare bottle of wine, where might I be, I wonder? Also, I'm kind of wondering if we can, if it is still the case that we could just clock these people. Just take out enough guys to be able to jump him. I mean, I'm allowed back here now, which is interesting at least.
Ringo, you, this is no place for you, okay? Move it.
Where does this... Okay, this goes into this back area. Hoping that somebody's got a really rare bottle of wine in their locker, maybe? This guy's looking? These guys are not really looking? I'm gonna unlock this. Oh, right, I have the key. I don't even need to do the, don't even need to do the lockpick thing here. So, a tactical wetsuit. Okay, that's interesting. What about this? Just a big old brick of cocaine. Sure, I'll hold on to that for you. A crowbar, very useful. The place where weapons get stashed when they get found. The fact that nothing is there strongly suggests that our weapon briefcase has not yet been discovered. Also, we can see it on the map, so we know it hasn't. I kind of want to find this rare wine. I'm just going to leave this stuff where it is. I kind of want to find this rare bottle of wine and actually play through this opportunity. I want to see where this is going. So, fancy bottles of wine. You know what we haven't actually done is go into the wine fridge. But we know how to go into the wine fridge, so let's do that. Let's see about that one. And I'm definitely a guy who's allowed in there, right? Oops, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah, I mean, I don't work here. These are just... Yeah, I mean, totally normal bottles of wine. There's no reason for me not to be carrying all of it, though. I'm gonna drop... This guy's gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna drop him. And then we'll keep him behind a thing. Yeah, okay. So this here is just Pinot, which again we already had some of, but I don't see any reason not to load up on 20 or so bottles of wine. Are you a paladin? No. Well, I now have Okay, intel about this wine pairs well with food. Cool. So, there's this fancy laser area over here. That's probably the Paladin, right? It is a vintage year. Did that wine have a year on it? No, we have a whole bunch of information about wines, but none of them have numbers. Is there any information anywhere here that looks like it could be... You could turn off the tinted glass. I think that would be a bad idea. Okay, this is just right there. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out the guy who knows everything about the wine without listening to him speak at all. So I'm starting to think that might be information that we could have gained from the guy whose clothes we are currently wearing. It looks like he hasn't engraved a year on his apron or anything. But I mean, that's gotta be it, right? That's gotta be the fancy wine. Out of curiosity... Is she... No, she's just up at the party again. Okay, lockdown is definitely over. Do we have anything in our inventory that I think might allow us to bypass this situation? Not really. We do have a huge amount of wine. I can just throw wine at these laser emitters until they short circuit. Due to all of the tannins. Hey, what happens if you try to punch in a key code and you get it wrong? Because we could try that, right? I'm guessing, it's a nice 1931. Okay, nothing of interest occurs. And it really doesn't look like there's another way in. I don't see a hatch or anything that would be accessible from anywhere else. When I knocked this guy out, he didn't drop anything. So I need more information about the wines. What is the scannable over here? Is it just another vent? Yeah, it comes up in the other corner of the room. Yep. It's weird that hanging from the ledge there is the only place that is a hostile area. Why even have that marked in that way? Okay, so we want to go on like a winery tour, right? If we go out to the civilian areas and we scan the information panels, maybe we'll learn about an important date in the history of the winery, the history of this batch of wine. Also, there's just a lot of areas we haven't been yet, so that's also worth looking at. Who's this dude?
Mr. Yates, what can I do for you? A tour of the facility? At this hour? I didn't know we had investors come in. A private tour. Mr. Yates, with all due respect, we are about to harvest the Malbec. I hardly think this is the best use of my time. Fine, if you say so. Who is the audience? Diana Barnwood and Tamara Vidal? The politician Tamara Vidal? Okay. And the last one? Corpo Black? Is he your fixer? The scary one? Okay. I'll clear my schedule. Right. Thank you, Mr. Yates. Enjoy the...
I am curious who the Mr. Yates that he's talking to is, because, the one I would expect it to be is definitely dead. I mean, if this guy's about to give a tour, we definitely want to follow him around and listen to his dialogue. Try not to bump into anybody here.
Hey there.
Excuse me, I'm the master winetician? I'm definitely allowed out here to look at all of the wines. We finally did it. We finally discovered a Chardonnay field, and it's everything I always hoped it would be. I mean, he's gotta say something about the vintages of the wines, right? There's no way that this will not result in information. But it might be slow. It might be slow going.
Patron, Senor Vargas.
What? What is it now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
As if I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on his bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is ripe for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes to taste, Ramon. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
He might,
3
though.
grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
Okay, 3 I guess I'm gonna make some wine. We gotta bring him some Malbec grapes. We're in the Chardonnay field. That's not ideal. Are they marked on the map? Do I know how you... What is a Malbec even... What even is a Malbec? Okay, we're gonna go this way. I guess we're just gonna try to satisfy this dude. So I have a hobby knife. Aha, the Malbec field. Let me just get some grapes. Oh, but sorry, my knife is not a grape knife. Obviously.
How are you today,
well, there'd be a grape knife around here somewhere, right? That guy said that he would have to go get his picking knife. So presumably, like, attacking him, he won't have one. Got it. Easy. Alright, let's go do the thing. Alright, this JPEG of grapes looks slightly fancier than the others. He said 3. I just cut a whole thing of grapes though. A whole bushel? I don't know how grapes work. This is more than 3 grapes. We definitely have enough grapes. Let's go. Hey there, my dude.
What am I doing here?
I brought you grapes. What do I do with these grapes? Maybe I do have to get 3 collections of grapes. That guy is mad. I definitely stole his grape knife. Okay, well, let's look for some other ones that look ready. Some other ones that have the deep purple of an interactable. For real though, this is a hell of a lot more than 3 grapes. And then... How does 47 even know which ones are the right ones? Like... He's just an expert at everything. Plays a hell of a drum solo, too. Okay, I have now 3 things of grapes. 3 collections of grapes? Heaps. 3 heaps of grapes. This is not the time, Internet. The suspense. It's killing me. It's just trying to add some drama, you know?
Alright.
He just pulled out grapes that he brought himself. I do feel like all of my work was wasted. Are we good? Really? That's it? I just wanted to eat a grape. I just felt like it was important for me to have exactly 1 grape before I go on the tour. I'm sure he's going to have me cutting other grapes for him, too. No, or maybe not. Maybe we're just right on this. And she totally doesn't recognize me as the guy that she saw braining the dude whose clothes I'm now
Hello,
wearing.
wine lovers. Hello. Welcome to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay. The Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, chief winemaker, and I will be your tour guide.
Sup, yo?
Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Now, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades.
I see. I just thought Yates might be
Hey, yo,
sending a
partner.
message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been on a vineyard
Diana
before?
is looking. Diana can absolutely tell. She's the only person on Earth who can see a barcode.
It's the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
I am not necessarily opposed to just gutting her with the grape knife, but obviously we're going to need a little bit of a little bit more privacy before we go for something like that. If I stab her in front of just Diana, I wonder if Diana will freak out, or if, that should be cool, right?
It's the fermentation atrium. The wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Excelente. So let's continue to the barrel room. If you'll follow me.
I was kind of hoping we were going to have an opportunity to shove her into the crusher. I mean, there are moments here and there where she's just not really in people's line of sight. And if we could find one of those where there weren't also guards standing at the edge of the room, we could just stab her and run. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, right now, we could just shank her, because our melee attacks are perfectly silent.
And so we arrive to our final stop, the barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles.
I do know that it's called the 1945 Grand Paladin. I guess I should have tried 1945.
Can only be unlocked in the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
And now we will conclude our tour with a complimentary wine tasting. Por favor.
So if you know for sure which glass she's going to drink... What is this guy still upset about? Oh, am I supposed to do a thing here? He said, por favor, am I to provide the wine? I did steal the wine that was on... You know what? It's not clear to me if I am meant to... There's no obvious interaction thing here. I'm just going to pretend that I remembered... Okay, you can't even open that from this side. It's a vintage year, the 1945 Grand Paladin. I would say, I'm at a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 on the embarrassment scale, here, right now. But also, it shouldn't be that easy, and they shouldn't have... whatever. I want to make this not my fault. I do have this very fine... Yep. I do have this very fine 1945 Grand Paladin. But I can't give this to you all. I'm going to blend in. I'm blending in. I will taste the wine. It's me. I blended in. Okay, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to taste the wine. I don't know what's going on. This is all very strange. Are they going to get mad at me if I turn the... Because it's got the red exclamation point. But, like, going upstairs, this is exactly what they should be wanting to do, right? Is there another... What's the other way in? We could go back up here. I kind of want to go and set up the glass of wine, or the bottle of wine on the thing, and see if maybe that will cause the rest of the tour to progress. Again, I would like to say, I think that we probably encountered a bug here. It is probably the case that 47 is not supposed to tell that guy that you have the 1945 Grand Paladin if you don't already have it. And as such, we probably shouldn't have known that that's what it was. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom real quick, but look, I did it. I placed the wine. Okay. It disappeared. When I placed it, it just disappeared.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. What's your... We're working here. Focus. Okay, so now we're gonna go down and collect them from this side. Is that how this is gonna work?
What?
We should run ahead. We should run ahead. And grab the gun down here. Oh, okay, no, the gun has been taken already. Somebody found our gun. But the briefcase has been left behind because people do not realize that it is a gun.
You're gonna have to leave. You better not come back.
I'll get frisked. I was kind of waiting for that guy to come down. I guess now that we've placed the wine bottle, we're not allowed up there anymore. And he's behaving very strangely. He's just sort of standing there and waiting. This whole thing seems like it's maybe not 100% working the way it's supposed to work.
I better not find something on you. You don't want to know what's gonna happen if I do.
No, we're good. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything illegal.
Okay, everything seems to be in order here.
I do have a very fine grape knife. Okay, we have reactivated his brain. It turned off for a little while. He's sort of like a sort of a Tyranid hive creature. You know, he needs something with a brain to be nearby, or else he can't act. So I'm lending him some of 47's incredible mental acuity. It's important to do this, because otherwise he goes into a frenzy, and it's a whole thing. Okay. And now... And now what? Again, it feels like this is broken. If I have gotten them stuck, this is going to be a real problem. Because she's not in a place where she's particularly easy to deal with. Not impossible, I suppose.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I think I might have broken all of their brains, potentially. I mean, okay, what if I just throw something? Like, if I stand over here, I can be in a place where nobody can see me. Just throw something all the way over there so that those two turn around and we just run up and we grape knife her. It's clearly not what you're supposed to do. But also what are my other options here? What if I taste this wine? Now I'm helping even more with the wine tasting. Gosh, I sure love wine. That touched his face. That's close. So the thing is, when we tasted the first wine, it got them to move over here, so I really thought that that we were doing something there, but now I am less sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna try the thing. Ordinarily I don't like save scumming in Hitman. I think that the game's way more fun if you live with the consequences of your decisions. But also, something is real broken here in a very obvious way. So, if I throw a thing and people see me throw it, they will just tell me to pick it up. It won't create the everybody turn around and look effect. So we need to strategically throw this from a position where nobody has vision of us, and we need to throw it far enough that it gets those guys over there to turn all the way around. So I think this might do it.
I think you dropped something.
And of course, right at that moment, another guy comes through the door. Yep, sorry, that's my fault. He gets very excitable. So you see how nobody turned around and a guy said, I think you dropped something? That's because somebody saw me do the throw. I'm not clear on exactly who. Oh, what about if I do the throw from, like, here? I'm not visible to anyone. I hope. Open. Inventory, open. Nope, that guy turned around. He definitely saw that. This is a difficult situation to fix. Yeah, the fact that I had to press I 3 times to get my inventory to open definitely didn't help. But, like, you're dealing with a pretty narrow window there. Oh, wait. Saving and reloading has unbroken their brains. Okay. Well, I should have just tried that first.
What shall we toast to, Mr. Black?
To old friends.
Old friends and new beginnings.
So, this concludes our...
I'm not Mr. Black, though. Right? Speaking of Mr... Where did Mr. Black wander off to? Because he's... Yeah, he's this... Okay. The game seems to have become confused, and now it thinks that I'm in Mr. Black's outfit, which I'm definitely not. Well, if that's the case, then they're totally going to let me walk up here. So I guess let's just do that. Listen, it's a complicated video game. I mean, this is definitely not the way this is supposed to go, but we're about to no longer be in a secret place. I'm still going to get her with the grape knife, because that's at least like some kind of poetry, right? And Diana's got plausible deniability. You live by the grape, you die by the grape. That guy knows that I am not, in fact, a vintner. Okay, well, I don't know where that dude went, where Mr. Black has gone, but I guess at this point we're just leaving. Yo, can I leave with the tactical wetsuit, though? Can I put on that wetsuit and then find a way to wetsuit out of here? Because that's what I want to do. Where was that? Here. It's me, the wetsuit guy. Did that create another exit? It did not. Was that exit was locked before, though, wasn't it? Whatever, I'm stealing this wetsuit. This is my prize. We're gonna figure out a way to get out of here in this wetsuit. It's not really that far away. There are some obstacles, though. Oh, cool. Just more guys lining up right there, staring directly at the door. If we... And there's also still this one guy who's just walking back and forth and yelling constantly. I mean, if we get out the door over there, I think it probably will be good enough, right? I'm gonna try something. Damn. I was hoping that guy would walk over and investigate and then walk back to his post, and I was gonna run over while he was walking back up the stairs. There wasn't always a guy standing right there before. Not sure why there is now. So we need a distraction that's actually going to work for him. I don't know that Napoleon is necessarily going to be up to the task here. I could throw bottles of wine at him until he gives up. He just doesn't, he doesn't have any thoughts about that at all. Okay, there we go. That's something. Yes, that will work. Thank God we stole that crowbar. Alright, now it's time to put all this expertise we've come across here to work. Hello, sir. I've selected for you a nice, Pinot Noir. It goes very well with being stuffed into a box. I hope. I don't actually know if that's correct or not. I don't know what the right wine is for being stuffed into this box. Aha, I fooled him too. Okay, somehow I didn't get caught. I'm just gonna grab my briefcase and let myself out of here. Still trespassing. Still not allowed to be here. Oh, that's my bad. Yep.
Trespasser! We got a trespasser! Screw you. I'm getting... Hey, you need to do something. There's a bad situation. What are you doing here?
I'm not allowed to be here. Could you please tell me how to not be here anymore?
Sir, if you follow me...
This guy is the head of security. He is not worth what they are paying him. Yes, I was just in the sea. I was looking for my way back to the sea, if you could help me with that.
Good job, sir. Just keep moving.
Listen, I don't know if you guys know how expensive a tactical wetsuit is, but us getting out of here with this thing is a huge win. But I do feel like this guy, he should just have more questions, right? He should have some feelings about me being found in the place that I was found, dressed like this, with a briefcase. But listen, if he was the guy who knew how to ask questions, I guess he wouldn't be wearing those pants.
Run along now. Stay out of trouble.
Uh-oh. What is that? Why is that so high up? That's the only exit we have available to us? Yeah, alright. I guess, yeah, that's where we came in, huh? I forgot how far we had descended. It's all outdoors. So for some reason that means it should all be on the same level in my head? I don't know. How do I every place that is outside of the place that I am currently in is trespassing. I'm trapped. Am I allowed to use these stairs? I can't imagine. We've created a whole new kind of problem for ourselves. Are these cool? Are these cool? Okay, these are cool. These are just stairs up to the party. And I'm definitely allowed to be at this party while dressed like this.
looking good today, sir.
It's a formal red tie affair. There's gotta be like a tactical... There's gotta be like a wetsuit opportunity or something. Why is this here, right? Why would I do... This seems like a terrible idea. Also, you usually don't... So, listen, my briefcase is nearer to my heart than you will ever be.
Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the Olive Grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.
That doesn't make any sense. Too many eyes for us to talk, so let's continue to be seen dancing together, which is not a thing that we have to worry about eyes while doing. That whole mission seems like a fever dream. Like 47 actually died while in the core in China, and we just like these are the last things flitting through his mind on the way out. Yep, 4 stars. It's a real unquestionable success. Okay, we earned ourselves a tranquilizer pistol. Of course, I already had one of these, but this one has a fancy red gas canister. What a strange mission. What a strange everything about that.
How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
What have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes, 47. And as you've clearly demonstrated, brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent.
Right, because the neurotoxin's non-lethal and he would have been killed otherwise, so she makes it seem like she's killed him and that means that they think he's dead. And I have a question. That was a neurotoxin that's button activated? Like, she put it on her hands, like, when she touched 47's hand at the beginning of the mission, it was incredibly conspicuous, and, like, that was obviously, from that moment, it was obvious that she had put something on him. But it works when you press a button? Because she didn't put, like, an obvious releasable trigger on him. I don't know, man. I think the plot might be falling apart pretty bad here. And also, why do they not make you put down a briefcase before doing the tango animation? I don't know. Every part of that felt very weird and a little rickety, a little bit less well-made than I've come to expect from these people. Very strange stuff. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I guess we're going to figure out exactly what Diana's plan actually is, or maybe she did actually try to kill him and it's just 47's invulnerable. I think that makes sense. Do you know how many times I've been shot? So, yeah, come back next time for that. And we'll see you then.